What's up, guys? It's Brian from HASHWAREHUB. It's about 8:40 a.m. Eastern Time, January 19th, 2018, and we're coming to you with a brand new Bitcoin trading video. So hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, the upvote, resteam, depending on which platform you're on here. But let's get right into it real quick here. So what we're looking at is Bitcoin on a 4-hour basis. But I think we need to zoom in a little bit more here. Let's take a look. Let's look at 1 hour. 1 hour does an okay job of showing what's going on, but in a case like this, I'd like to go in even deeper. So let's look at half hour, 30 minutes. So there's a few different ways to look at this. Yes, we do have some sort of a head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. The volume is confirming that. And so it's a pretty strong signal. It's a pretty strong bullish signal. But then at the same time, what do we have coming in here? It looks like a bearish flag. This bearish flag, could or could not possibly turn out to be true. I'd like to see maybe one more cycle within here to see if this is truly a true strong bearish flag. But one of the things that stands out to me is volume. And we haven't spoken much about volume all that much, but it is something that we use quite a bit, and we use it as a tool of uncovering what possibly other chart patterns may possibly be there. And one of the things that we're looking at right now is this decreasing volume. And this decreasing volume usually tells you that there's some sort of triangle somewhere, right? In other words, there's the market is coming to some sort of decision point, and that happens a lot of times when the volume is trailing off, and then it basically comes down to like nothing. The volume comes down to something very, very small. It happens a lot of times in triangles. And so, if you start looking for a triangle here, you can see one, pretty straightforward. It's this right here. Okay. Right here. And this, I don't like the way it looks. The reason why I don't like the way it looks, it's just too messy. I have more faith in this bearish flag than I do in this triangle, because it just doesn't look right. I've been doing this since 1999, and so I have a whole repository of years of trading, of looking at all sorts of different markets that are out there. And so it's kind of like a gut feeling that you get over all these years. And this triangle, I just don't like the way it looks, but the volume is very telling. So if this triangle is really what it is, then this is also a bullish signal. Where could the price go from here? That's basically the length of this triangle again on top. So I'm just going to eyeball it here, and somewhere around, let's say 14,600, right? Somewhere around there. And that funny enough, brings us kind of to the tops of here, which happens to be obviously a resistance line, where you have this top here, here, and here. So yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag right now, and you see this a lot of times when the market's rebounding and it's turning around. The correction is never a single point in time. It's a process. Every market, it's a process. So this is part of that process. Now, with that said, if this is a bearish flag and the market does come back down again, then I do think our original forecast of the coming somewhere around the 7,000 range could still hold up. Okay, the market here is not necessarily rebounding extremely hard, which leads me to believe that there still are some sellers. So let's go ahead and take a look at the algos real quick. Alright, so this is Bitcoin Poloniex. This is on a 4-hour basis. And what do we see here? Okay, the trend strength indicator has gone bullish quite a few bars ago. Let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like 28 hours ago. so it's about 7 bars ago. So that's a very good sign. When that happens, more times than not, there's some sort of rally in the market. You can see, it happened here, it happened here. So possibly this could be a bullish signal where maybe that ascending triangle is more of the correct chart pattern than the bearish flag. That's the first thing. The second thing is we do see the MACD is crossing over. The lead is crossing over the follow, and that's obviously something bullish too. On the sign indicator is pointing down, so we're in this cyclical wave now of it going down. But if this market were to shoot up, the sign indicator would then go ahead and correct. So that's what's going on a 4-hour basis. Let's see what's going on a daily basis. All right, all right. So on a daily basis, this is what we're looking at, and what pops out? What pops out is this right here. The trend strength indicator has gone bullish. Right? We dipped down into this negative territory, and now it's gone bullish. So we saw that it happened back here, okay, and we had a little run up. In the past, we've had it happen like here, and then obviously we know what happened there. This final bullish run. So that's pretty bullish for the algos. The algos are pointing to a very bullish. They're pointing in a bullish trend. So not only do we have, like I said, the trend strength, but we also have the sign indicator, which is bottomed out here, which is a great position to really start from especially when the trend strength indicator turns bullish. It's ideal when you have the sign indicator kind of at this bottom, because then it's indicating that the trend of the market, the cyclicality trend of the market, is at a bottom. And obviously, if you're purchasing Bitcoin, around these levels, you want to see that. So one of the things that's not so bullish is that the MACD is negative here, and that could change pretty quickly. But also at the same time, D trend is still kind of going down. But this it is the most leading indicator in conjunction with the sign indicator. So the trend strength indicator tends to be one of the most leading indicators in conjunction with the sign indicator. So yeah, I mean, we're going to leave it there for now. Let's kind of see what happens over the next few hours and the next day and such. Obviously, we'll keep everybody abreast of what's going on. And happy trading.